Alright, welcome to Gfoxx International. So the next training is about 8 basic building blocks. The next step, after you understand the industry, what should you do? So are you guys ready? Let's begin. Now the 8 basic building block is the first training about how to start the business that you should attend. Before you do anything, please sit down and watch this short video. The first basic building block, we call this as dream. Or some people say that the reason that you start the network marketing. Now, I want you to go back to the first day when people show you the opportunity and you think about it and you decided to sign the contract. So I want you to imagine and go back to that moment. What is the reason you signed the contract and decided to join Gfoxx International? When during the doubt happens, you need the dream to fuel you, to push you to continue the journey, right? Now, nothing will happen if you do not have the first basic building block, which is your dream. Some people say that they want to have a big house, right? Some people dream to have a fancy car. Make this first basic building block as real as possible. Something that you really care about. This is very important. Set it out, write it down, and make it into a dream board and put it in your room. Then the second basic building block is what we call commitment. So in our network marketing business, we have request 2 commitments. Number 1 is the time commitment. So how much time you willing to spend in this business. Example, in 1 week time, how many days you decided to commit to Gfoxx business. The higher the commitment it is, the faster that you achieve your dream. Now, if you have a downline or you yourself say that, oh, I only can spend 2 hours a week to do the business. Now, I need to be honest with you, commitment is a little bit too small, so you might take even longer time to achieve your dream. Now, the second commitment that we ask from you is how many plans that you can show in the business. How many people you're willing to meet to present the business opportunities to them. Every month, minimum, you need to have 15 different people that you need to meet to show the business presentations to them. Now again, I'm not talking about the products only, I'm talking about you go out and share with them the business opportunity. Now the commitment will slowly grow. This is very natural. Once you see the bigger check, your commitment will become bigger. Once your organization getting bigger, of course your commitment will getting bigger. But always remember that you need the commitment to continue your journey. The third basic building block is called the list. The list is the crucial and the fundamental of our business. In the list, we actually have 2 different lists you need to prepare. Number 1 is your dream list. Similar with basic building block number 1 is the dream and the reason that you start the business. You cannot just say it out, you need to write it down and you need to visualize it, okay? So how many dreams you have? Doesn't matter, as many as possible. Whatever you want, write it down, okay? Now, the next list that you need to prepare is called name list. So everybody nowadays, we have cell phone. So when we ask about the name list, they will show me the cell phone. Oh, this is all my name list. Now, that doesn't count, okay? Anything that inside the digital things doesn't actually go inside your mind. So we need you to write it down in the paper, in an organized way. So your name list can be this way. The name, the contact number, the requirement of them. Example, if they have financial need, put it there. If they have a health need, example, they are actually having a cardiovascular disease problems, their hypertension problem, write down them, okay? So write down all the person that you know into the list. The list for the beginner, the minimum requirement, the name inside the list must not be less than 100. If you have a problem of coming up with 100 names now, meaning you have problems of prejudge. Regardless of whatever background or whatever situation the person is, as long as you know him or her, the name has to be into the list. So your duty is not to be the fortune teller, your duty is to write it down in your name list and find a time and show the business opportunity to them. Always remember that 100 is the beginning, so your name list has to grow on the monthly basis. So how do you get able to grow the name list? Basically, you have to go out and socialize and get to know people, right? So that you can add on more name into the list. Number 4, basic building block. After you already have the name list, of course, you have to start contacting and doing the invitations. We have a few skills and the rule of thumb here. Number 1, never present the business opportunity over the phone. Don't do this. Call your friends, or I just know about a company called Gfoxx International. That's not the way, alright? The sole purpose of you having the name list and start contacting is to set an appointment to have a one-on-one talk. with your prospect. So don't show too much information over the phone. Make sure that you give enough information for the person to be curious, who want to meet you, to sit down to listen to a proper presentations. Bear in mind that if you are new, you might not know how to do a proper presentations. You can always consult your upline, or you can always contact company. We can give you some tips. Never beg people to come for your invitation, alright? Maintain your posture. They need you more than you need them. Okay, now we are going to basic building block number 5, which is showing the plan or business presentations. You need to give factual and right informations to your prospect so that your prospect can do a diligence and intelligence decisions whether they want to be part of this amazing business opportunity. I always say that some people will join, some people won't. So just go to the next one and let them make their own decisions. For the newcomers, we also have a rules for the showing the business opportunity. We have a 555 rules. The 555 rule is very simple. The first 5 that you already invited that you want to show the business opportunities, don't do the presentation by yourself. Get an assistant from your upline. I know you are very good, but let your upline do a demonstration for you. The first 5, you will sit beside your upline, taking down the notes of how they do the presentations and let them do the closing for you. So your duty on the first 5 invite is to learn. Okay? The next 5 that you invite, the upline will be the one who do the presentations, but halfway the upline will ask you to come in. So 2 of you will work together to do the complete presentations. The last 5, your upline has to be there as well. Okay? You and your prospect, you do the whole presentations with the presence of your upline. So what your upline need to do is to sit there to take down the notes. And after the whole presentations, your upline will discuss with you how you can improve your presentation. So what happens if after 555, I'm still not very good in presentations? You can continue another 555 until you are very confident that you can do the presentation by yourself. Always remember that whatever happens during the presentation of your upline, make sure you keep your mouth shut. Right? Don't interrupt your upline because your upline is advisor. So your upline should be the one to complete everything. Even though your upline make a mistake, don't correct your upline on the spot. So correct your upline after the whole presentations. Okay? So now we are on the 6th basic building block, which is the follow-up, or we call follow-through. Now, after you show the business opportunity to the prospect and to your guests, some of them might take some time to decide. They might not join on the spot. So the next step you need to do is to do a follow-up. You need to give a follow-up within 48 hours. You cannot let your prospect go back and after 1 month, you start asking them do they want to join or not. So within the next 48 hours, the best way is to call, don't text. Call them, ask them for how they feel and are they ready to start the business, or ask them to come up with further discussions. In the business world, 80% of the closing sales happen through follow-up. Anybody who do not like to do follow-up do not deserve to do network marketing because you will lose 80% of the sales if you don't do follow-up. The number 7 basic building block is contact your upline. You cannot do the business by yourself and yourself only. So here we don't allow people to be alone. So we want you to join in to the team, join into the system. Let's work hand in hand for your journey of success. That keep you understand the latest information, the latest promotions. So we all have a doubt and we all have the downtime also. But if you always constantly contact your upline, that will always motivate you to continue the journey. Now, don't worry about that. If your upline is quick, you can always go 1 more level up to go for another upline. Let's say your next upline is also not available already. You can go 1 more level up again, 1 more level up again, until you can even go all the way up to the company. So me and Jovi and all the team is always here to ready to support you. So don't feel alone. This is not a lone business, this is a team business. Now we are at the last basic building block, which is also very important, the 8th basic building block, which is teach and duplications. Now in our business, it's all about duplications. Whatever you've done has to be duplicated down to your downline, so that your downline can duplicate to your downline. So the system can be duplicated so that the network will grow. Now after you watch this video already, so what you need to do is take the notes, memorize it, apply it in your business, at the same time teach your downline to start the business and doing the same process again and again. That's the 8 basic building blocks. So let's recap everything you learned. The first basic building block is the dream. The reason you start the journey of network marketing, You need to have it. It has to be authentic. It has to be real. It has to be reminded to you again and again. As an upline, you need to know your downline dreams. As the downline, you need to always remind yourself about your dream. The second basic building block is the commitment. In the commitment, we require two commitments. One is the time commitment, how much time you're willing to spend to do your Gfoxx business. And number two is how many people you want to meet in a month. At least 15 people a month to show the business presentations. Alright, number three, basic building block is the list. The list, we have two lists. One is your dream list, whatever you want to achieve through Gfoxx International, write it down, visualize it, make it into picture. And the next list is the most important list, which is the name list. Minimum of 100 name into the name list. Never prejudge. And number four, after you have the list, do the contacting and do the invitation. Never show too much information over the phone. Never show the business opportunity over the phone. Now after that, do the business presentations. Alright, after business presentations, some people will join, some people think that they have to take some time to think about it. Do your follow-up. Number seven is the contacting the upline. Always have the constant communication with the upline so that you can keep your fire and your positivity going on. Alright. Last but not the least, do everything from the one basic building block to the seven basic building block. Duplicate it. Teach to your downline. So that's our 8 basic building block. So my name is David Tan, President, CEO and founder of Gfoxx International.